Okay, so this is the piece that I made and put into the exhibit called Fiber Stories, which is sponsored by the Boston Society for Arts and Crafts. And it's made out of abaca, the material I use most often. And abaca is a plant fiber from the Philippines. It's used to make sails for sailing vessels. It's used to make PPE, and it's used by Mercedes-Benz as filler for their automobiles. And it's a very strong fiber. Here's actually some abaca right here. It's really tough stuff. I mean, if you can make this into sails for sailboats that went across the ocean back during the Renaissance to different continents, you know it's strong stuff. So the name of this sculpture is called Sea Salt. And as you can see, it's the colors of the ocean. Primarily here is this like very blue aqua color. And then surrounding it would be the colors that you would see at the beach in the sand. Wet sand, dry sand, so you have like the bronze and the gold colors. You have the aquas, and on a cloudy day, you would have more purples, you would have more green, like algae colors, especially where we are in New England. And then here's like the shoreline coming up against the beach, the sand. So I have like sand, water, shoreline, sand, water, ripples of water, more sand. This is like the sun either setting or coming up. So I have purple and yellow. So like sunset has a lot of nice purples, and then the light yellows would be sunrise. And then I have darker water, more sand, and glistening this time. So it's either sand or like the light glistening off the water. So I put some pearlescence in this so it would have that glistening feel to it. And then we have these just beautiful water colors, you know, these beautiful turquoises and aquas and, you know, blues and whites. And then a more calming look here. So the water like on a more calm, like a bay, you know, what the water is like in a bay. And then I also put the moons, because there's several full moons during the summer, and the moons, you know, direct the tide. So if it's a full moon, the tide will go out much more. And if it's a, you know, a new moon, the tide isn't as, it doesn't go out to sea as much. So that's why I have the moons, because the summer tides are really important for sailors and anybody who lives near the ocean. They would be very familiar with the moon tides. So that's what I did. And this painting, this wall sculpture, as I like to call them, sold to a lovely collector in California. So I'm shipping it. I'm getting it packed and shipped and ready to go to its forever home. So I wanted to take this moment to share my story of the sculpture before I pack it away. So thank you. And again, this is Sea Salt, and it was sold through the Fiber Story at the Society for Arts and Crafts in Boston, summer 2021.